up. We have been up for 30 some hours. Hi everybody, we're back.
It's been 5 o'clock somewhere the whole time.
It's been literally 5 o'clock. We've kind of followed 5 o'clock around the world the whole time. We were just talking that nobody here has had a drink since not that any of us are really huge drinkers.
We've been having ice cream though, so that's fine.
Jessica made pineapple Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we're in the home stretch. It is 7 hours. 7 hours left. 7 hours left. Lexi, your dad and you are here. Amazing. So awesome. We have now officially crossed into the Eastern time zone. Eastern time zone. And we have a very special guest.
Oh, we skip mountain time.
Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot.
We have a very special guest. One of my dear friends. He's coming on right now.
Yo!
Mr. Cody
Lindsay! Yo, how you doing?
Hi, I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm worried about you because so if it's 7 hours left, this means, so you 17 hours in? Is that right?
17 hours in. And actually, because yesterday, all the days are blowing into one, but yesterday I woke up at 7 a.m. for interviews and then had an hour and a half nap in the afternoon. So if that counts, then that kind of breaks it up. But really, I did the math, and by the time we hit 11 p.m. tonight, I will be up for like 42 hours.
You are crazy. I don't know. This can't be your idea. I mean,
well, it kind of was.
Was it your idea?
It was kind of, well, okay, so I did By the Way 24. Do you remember when I did that 5 years ago where I was like busting on Broadway for 24 hours straight? And we were raising money for Children's Vanderbilt Hospital, and it ended up being like a really fun day, but I was playing constantly for 24 hours.
Right.
And
so this is maybe a little bit easier then. You just have to kind of sit on the couch, you're just chatting. Totally. Okay.
So much easier. Like, at least we're inside from the elements. Like, it was a cold day in October. It was rainy. Yeah. And so at least I get to talk to my friends. I get to, Insta story them in. So it's a long day, but it's easier than that. So.
Well, I want you to know that since midnight last night, I've had your new album like on repeat. I've also been staying up for 17 hours listening to it nonstop, just because I wanted you to feel like I'm empathetic and I'm with you in all of this, as are your fans. And by the way, I woke up this morning and saw it #1, the new album, Heart Theory, #1. Was it iTunes?
I know.
I mean, next to Taylor Swift.
Crazy. Cody, it was about the 6 a.m. hour, and I was fading already. We were 7 hours into this thing, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this, guys. I am like losing steam. I'm losing steam. My neighbor got super upset. She started pounding on my wall. And then Instagram was kind of freaking out a bit, and I couldn't like get any guests on. And so I was losing steam. 7 hours in, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then we open up iTunes and see we were #1 all genre, and all of a sudden I just got this burst of energy, and I'm like, you know what? We can do this.
Power through. So, are you doing you got to be doing some caffeine, right? Like, is there some caffeine right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went and bought, there's so many different types of coffee in our fridge, / I don't really drink energy drinks, but there's Red Bull / all different kinds of things, organic energy shots, and I've been making cacao like with coffee in it. It's like, there's a lot of caffeine up in here.
Well, I'm so excited to lend a little bit of support in your 17th hour here and say congratulations on the new project, which, by the way, it is such a great album. I want people to know. I want to talk about that if we can in a second here, but I wanted to, can we light a candle? I've got my Heart Theory candle right here.
Yes,
this is a good omen, right? We'll light a candle.
This is such a good omen.
And you are first of all, I love you for your talent. You're such a great songwriter, singer, guitarist, all those things, all the things you can do. But aside from that, you're a really good friend as well. Like, you're a great person. So let's like that. I'll put that right there. And so you were so kind to send us a little package that included that, a nice handwritten note. You wrote this. I know your handwriting.
I did. Well, you two have
is,
been such good friends of mine. I mean, you guys always look out for me. You invite me to Super Bowl parties. I mean, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I don't think you drank, by the way, at my Super Bowl party. You were talking a second ago about not being a big drinker. Did you have a little? Did you have a little bit?
I might have had a drink.
Okay.
I'm not that big of a drinker. I don't know if it's just because, like, I'm normally driving.
Yeah.
And I never like to really
I
mess
get
with
it.
any of that. I'm still on a green card. I could get deported.
Okay.
Like, it's just nothing to mess with. There's, like, too much on the line.
I love that you sent me this really great journal with your logo here on the front. And this is great. I'll use this. I love these, by the way. I mean, like for ideas
Journals
and stuff.
are so
just
good,
to write
right?
them. And then this book, The Wild Unknown Journal, which is another kind of journal entry book. Tell me about this book. Have you been, is this one of those that has inspired you?
Yes. So I found out about that book because of my brilliant manager, Chip, who is also enduring this long 24-hour. I have 3 musketeers here with me: Chip, Jessica, and Eric, and they have like agreed to sit through these grueling 24 hours. I don't know why, but I love them all dearly. And yeah, Chip helped me find that book, and I was absolutely obsessed with it when I saw it. I think it's so creative. It causes you to think and reflect, and it's beautiful. It's like a really good coffee table book, and it also is like it's a really good like meditation book.
Yeah, I cannot believe you're so perky right now. I'm just blown away by your positivity. You're still like beaming. You don't look tired. I mean, you're doing great.
I think I just like hit like a nice little new wave of caffeine and sugar. So that means in about an hour, I might be fading. You caught me in a good spot, so.
Okay, good. I haven't caught you towards the end, or not quite the end. So it's yeah. We'll see how you're feeling about 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So how's the dog? How is being?
He's good. Teddy is our dog we got right before the quarantine started in February, having no idea that there was going to be like a complete and total shutdown. So I mean, this dog is he and I have bonded because I'm in my house, by the way, right now. This is where I am. I walk.
Your backdrop is incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
It's
well,
like
and I
setup.
made it pink because I noticed your artwork on the album had some pinks in there. So, and
so
I'm wearing a pink shirt too.
Wow.
So, but
so
back to Teddy. So this dog, I don't know what he's going to do whenever we go back to like the office or studios, because he just thinks I'm like the stay-at-home mom at this point.
Totally. He's spoiled.
He's spoiled rotten.
He's like, you just hang out with me all day, feed me whenever I want, take me on walks. This is great.
Yeah, he gives me a little bit of side eye sometimes. He's like, when are we going on a walk? And why haven't we already gone on a walk? And why are you just sitting there? And I don't know if he thinks I'm crazy because I got the radio microphone here and I'll tape, a lot of the radio stuff, interviews and stuff all day. And I think he thinks I just talk to myself in here because I've basically got the headphones on. I'm just talking to myself all day long. Anyway.
That's amazing.
It's been fun to get to know this album a little bit and spend time with it. I really seriously have been listening today. And I got to say, we talked about sort of the 7 stages of grief and how you went from the beginning of the album till the end takes you through all those stages. I appreciate that, but I got to say, I feel like there are more like breakup, getting back at your ex songs than I expected. There's several on here. They're like, whoa, she is saying something.
So Cody, here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you go through a breakup, whenever it is in your life, it causes you to reflect back on any breakup in your life.
Yeah.
Out of all my relationships, I feel like the past 2 years has been a deep dive into any heartbreak in my life. From my first boyfriend when I was 16 until my present life now. And I just feel like when you truly do a deep dive like that, you get to analyze every relationship. You get to analyze where you showed up in relationships well, where you didn't show up well. And you get to analyze like the patterns that you repeat that is not healthy, why you should learn from your mistakes. And so I feel like I've really taken a deep dive into Lindsay in relationship and what that means, and how I need to learn to how to be better to show up for myself so I can better show up for the other person.
Yeah. I felt like when I heard the song, it's like the lyrics are everything you want to tell an ex sometimes, but never really say.
Thank you.
But it's that
Yeah.
raw, like, oh my God, this is anyone who's been through a breakup, and we all have. It's like, okay, these are the things I wish I could have said at the time, but they're sung, and it's just brilliant, I think.
Thank you for saying that. I really wanted to write a record that was very honest, and that was the things that we really want to say sometimes and yet can't say. I think that being a songwriter, we are given the gifts to write those emotions. I really wanted to write a record where people could listen to it and be like, yes, I know what that feels like, and that's what I feel like. You know, the day we wrote Want Me Back, I remember walking into the writing room and Mr. Kane Brown saying, Lindsay, I want to write a song for the ladies, and I want to write a song that like has that confidence, that like Carrie Underwood confidence that I feel like is lost a lot.
Yeah. Well, I was going to mention that song next because I love the line "Alone" is so good. If I were you, I'd want me back too. And I think it's one of those lyrics, by the way, you hear. And I'm a big lyric person. I hear like songs, and I'll pick out like one line, and I'm like, oh, that's really good writing. and I heard that lyric, and I thought, man, why hasn't someone written this song before? Like, it seems like one of those seems obvious, like, oh my gosh, this is so good because it's such a perfectly said sort of line. So well done on that. Let's see, I have a game or two I wanted to play with you, if that's okay. Okay, and then I have, before we get to that though, Kane, back to Kane for a second. I feel like with Kane, he's a little bit shy. Was he hard to, I mean, when I interview him, I really have to prepare because I want to like hit the topics that I know he'll react to, if you will. Like I know with you and I, this is a thing. I can talk about anything with you. With Kane, I feel like I have to really like nail where he's at, where the music's at. You talk about Caitlin, Kingsley, his little baby. Was he hard to sort of get out of his shell at all?
You know, the first few times I met Kane, I thought he didn't like me because he is on the shyer side, or he just doesn't say a lot when you first meet him. But he is the coolest dude. He's so down to earth. I mean, Caitlin's one of my close girlfriends. And like, once you get to know him, he really does open up. And he's like such a down to earth, cool dude. And in the writing room, you know, I always say it's like, it's so cool to get to write with artists because you get to know them from the platforms they build and like these incredible shows that you see in all of these like crazy amphitheaters, and then, you know, obviously knowing him as an amazing father and an amazing husband, but then to really get to know him in the writing room, it's just such a cool perspective because you really see like the brilliance of Kane Brown, that mind behind the whole thing, you know, the thing that keeps the whole Kane Brown company afloat, and can put his brain into the Lindsay L business and be like, okay, let's write a song like this. Like he's so smart, he's so down to earth, and so I'm so with you. Once you get him talking about things that he's passionate about, it's like Kane is so dope and so nice, and like you can't get him to stop talking once he's passionate about something. Are you guys eating regularly there? Are you having like lunch, breakfast? Are you having dinner here soon? What's for dinner tonight? We cooked breakfast with we cooked breakfast on Instagram, of course. Okay. We had Chef Matt come in from New York, and I cooked this like hash brown. Oh wow! We, like seared, caramelized some hash brown, and then like put it in the oven where it was like gooey in the inside, and then made tableside fresh guac, and then sauteed like mushrooms and zucchini, and like it was delicious. It was like such a gourmet breakfast. Then we Postmated lunch, and we've been snacking on a bunch of things. Jess made pineapple Dole Whip. I have like the most gourmet friends. You know, when this 24 hours is over. Coffee. I don't know what we're doing for dinner yet, but you know, we're not there yet. So it's a shame the 24 hours has to end at some point, and all those people have to go home with all their cooking skills. I know, right? It would be so nice. It's like, guys, let's just continue. No, let's not continue this. Not a good idea.
Real quick, I want to hit on the foundation a little bit because I know this is obviously this album is more. It's also about a movement, I think, which and your vulnerabilities, which, by the way, great job in the People magazine article. I thought it was so beautifully said and hard to say, hard to sort of like come to those truths and then be vulnerable enough to share them. But I, in talking to you a little bit, this quarantine time has been sort of a time to get some of those feelings out and to really feel whole, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that through this whole album, it's been a deep dive into like who I am as a person and who I was as a little girl growing up, and part of that story and validating that story, you know, validating the 13-year-old little Lindsay and the 21-year-old Lindsay, and being able to hold their hands and really step up for their stories and not like ignore the little girl in the corner anymore, but just like take her and hold her and bring her with me. And in doing so, it's helped motivate me to want to do that for other survivors, you know, to want to especially help other little girls and other little boys, you know, disenfranchised youth, and let them know that they don't need to walk this path alone.
Yeah. So the Make You movement tell me about that and what you're planning and what you're thinking and hoping to accomplish with it.
I'm so excited to have started my own foundation. I mean, it's really exciting to me to be able to watch this grow, and I cannot wait to see all of the cool things we're going to be able to plan. Right now, you know, we are focusing on disenfranchised youth, specifically survivors of sexual violence and domestic abuse. Every dollar that I make from the song Make You is going towards the Make You movement, and we have teamed up with Rain for every penny and dollar we make from Make You, so that we can help them with their efforts and everything they do for being the largest anti-sexual violence organization throughout the country. And then from there on, I just have so many ideas of things we can do. I definitely want to be teaming up with Youth for Tomorrow. They were part of the reason why I started this whole process in wanting to tell my story and wanting to share this at this point in my career, as well as there are just so many incredible organizations out there that at least I want to start teaming up with. And then who knows, Cody, I'm just a girl with aspirations, with so many dreams and goals, and I have big plans worldwide to grow this little engine that could into a lot of cool things.
One last question, and then I want to play a little game.
Yeah.
What's the song that you're most proud of on the project? Which one is it that you were like, okay, if I do nothing else, I need people to hear this? Is it Make You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make You is just such an important song, and you know, I'm so important of so many parts of this album. I really have poured my blood, sweat, and tears and my heart and soul into this thing, but I feel like Make You has the power to really inspire a lot of people.
Yeah.
And to help make change. And I think that the point of all of our lives, and especially those of us in the entertainment industry, is to be able to use our platform and use our voices for good, you know, to be able to inspire each other and to inspire the people listening to want to dig deeper into their own lives and themselves and find that deeper level of healing, and to figure out how to love ourselves better so that we can love each other better. And I really feel that Make You focuses on that.
I love it. I love so many of the songs here, and I feel like the album is a good balance because you've got a little bit of that emotion, that serious side that you're reflecting on and talking about, and then there is really a lot of songs that are upbeat. Yeah, they may have like a topic, like a breakup or whatever, that's kind of like Want Me Back. It's like, okay, yeah, it's sort of upbeat, but yet it's not necessarily a happy sort of sentiment. So it's a good balance of all those things. Okay, so my little game here I've been working on all day today.
I'm so
on
excited
my phone.
and scared.
Okay.
And hi, Trey. Trey's in the comments.
Oh, is he really? Okay, great.
Yeah.
He's down. I think he's downstairs. I think he just got home. So
I'm sending you
I can.
back.
There you go. He'll love that. Okay, let me get to my game here. My notes. Okay, so I want to play a game called L Yes or Hell No. Okay.
Okay. I like
mean,
this game. I like this game.
And feel free to elaborate on any of these you want to elaborate on, but I'd like to know if you're into these things or not into these things.
Okay.
For example, high top sneakers. Hell yes or hell no?
Yes.
I thought I'd get a hell.
If I walked you up into my closet right now and showed you how many high top sneakers I have, it's a problem. Cody, I love shoes, specifically high top sneakers. It's a problem.
Yeah. Do you have more high top sneakers than you do like heels or dress shoes?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. Which my stylist and my label probably don't love, but I just love high top sneakers. I can play guitar better in them. You can walk far better in them.
Yeah.
You know, I'll wear a heel when I have to. I can be a lady, but I so much prefer wearing sneakers.
I love it. All right, how about a lot of artists are doing this during the quarantine or stay-at-home time, and it's Zoom writing sessions, like writing over Zoom, where you see someone's face and then you have to write a song. Like, so L, yes or hell no?
I'm gonna say hell no. I don't mind doing the odd one, but it is not my favorite thing. And it's just like, it's weird. It's like this weird delay.
I get it. I forgot. Yeah.
That you need to fight. And I've done it a few times with some of my friends in the UK, and it's been cool as writers to be able to connect with them and, you know, do some writes that we wouldn't normally have done maybe, or have even thought of Zoom. But if I can meet my friends on a patio somewhere and do that compared to a Zoom write, Zoom writes, hell no.
And by the way, we should throw it out to people who are watching us. Like, if you have one of the something you want to respond from Lindsay on, like an L yes or hell no question, write it in the comments. I'll try to look for it here. The next one was breaking the speed limit. Again, you're Canadian, so I don't even know what the speed limit is in Canada. What's the max speed you can go up there?
Okay, so most of the highways are at like 120 kilometers an hour. So what would that be, like just 90? I should know this.
I'm terrible with that. I don't know.
I'm terrible with that too, and I should know this, but
90 would seem about right. I feel like the Canadians maybe have faster highways. There's less people up there, aren't there? I don't know.
No, actually, most highways are 110, but I have 120 in my brain because it's like if you go 120, this should answer the question. You can pretty much get away with it. You're fine. Anything over. 110 is 68 miles an hour. Never mind. I'm so far off.
Okay.
So far off. So clearly my answer is L yes. I speed. I definitely speed. I'm kind of impatient when I'm driving. I'm a very good driver though. I'm very focused. But yeah, I speed. I'm sorry, cops, officers, anybody watching this. I don't speed uncontrollably, but I do drive a little fast.
There is no judgment here. There is no judgment here. Since your album, so many of the songs, like I mentioned, are kind of like breaking up or post X feelings. I thought about this. How do you feel about breaking up over a text message? Is that an L yes or hell no?
That would be a hell no. A hard hell no. I think
not
breaking
nice.
up needs to be, like everybody needs to man up, the girl and the guy, and that needs to be in person. I mean, that's not something that should happen over text message. No, really, nothing should happen over text message. I mean, except standard communicating. But like, if it's anything big, that should at the very least, if you can't be together, at the very least, it should be on FaceTime.
Good. I think you're right. Again, something about exes here. Texting exes, like after the relationship's over, is that a L yes or hell no?
It depends. I've never been the kind who's like, I can never be friends with my ex, because I just think that's childish. I think that, you know, we're all grown adults and we all move on and carry on with our lives, and you know, you just be cordial to each other and everybody's cool. Like, there needs to be no drama. I hate drama. There needs to be no drama. It's like, all right, we both carry on with our lives in our different directions, and I wish the best for you, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy life and get married and have babies and be happy. That's how I feel about all my exes. Just go be happy.
Yeah, and I think you can still be, like you say, you still be friends. Like, figure out a way to like do it. There shouldn't be disrespect. I do hate that.
Like,
I hate that drama.
Hang out all the time, but I want the best for you. I want you to be happy.
Yeah. How about this? Because again, you're Canadian, so enjoying the hot tub when it snows. Hell yes or hell no?
L yes. It is the best thing. We so I grew up in Calgary, which is really close to Banff. Not badass motherfucker, but BANFF.
Yeah, yeah.
I mumbled through that. But BANFF is like a town that is an hour west of Calgary where I grew up. And it is like in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. It is so beautiful. The mountains are like more majestic and rockier and snowier than Colorado. And there's this place called the Hot Springs. And you go and it's like these natural hot pools, hot tub essentially. And my favorite thing is when it snows in the hot springs because you're sitting there in this hot water and like the air is so cold and you have like crystal snowflakes falling around you and they melt the minute they hit the surface of the water. It's like so romantic.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I want to go now.
Yes, it's awesome.
A lot of people may not know we did a show together in, I think, Colorado somewhere. Where was that? I don't even remember.
We really did. Where was that? It was in Colorado.
Ice skated together. It was
ice skated together, and you were a much better ice skater than me.
Who knew? I thought you're Canadian. I thought it was like part of your childhood.
I mean, you'd think I did skate when I was little, but it's not like I skated a lot. I figure skated a little bit, but it's not like just because you're Canadian, you are automatically a good skater. I was so busy like playing soccer indoors and playing guitar that I didn't spend much time on the skating rink, clearly.
I could tell that day. We need to find that footage.
I was like, Cody, don't let go of my hand.
I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing either. So that was the problem. We did like fall completely on our asses at some point. It was a good shot.
True.
It was a good TV. Back to L, yes, or hell no. How about tattoos? Tattoos.
Hell yes. I love tattoos. I only have one, but I am like so bit by the bug and I want to get so many more. I'm figuring what and where specifically and when to get it. But yeah, once you get one, it's a slippery slope.
As a single gal, how about dudes with tattoos? Is that something you're into?
Oh,
is that a turn on?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
And not a deal breaker by any means. All right, very good. And by the way, on this Instagram, do you find yourself like looking at like yourself a lot? Like, oh my God, sit up straight or move your shirt over. Do you find, because you've been doing this for 17 hours now.
I have been doing this for 17 hours. And Cody, I don't really look at myself much. Evidence that at the beginning of this live, I got this new lip gloss.
Oh.
And I checked my teeth before I went live, and then I put on new lip gloss.
Right.
And I had it all over my front teeth, like all over my front teeth. And I don't really look at myself a lot on these things. So I didn't notice. And my first guest was PETA, the Olympian PETA from Tonga.
Wow.
And we were in this like incredible conversation about motivation and his book that he wrote. And I had lipstick it was hideous. It was so ugly and hideous and embarrassing. And I didn't realize it until far in, like we're talking 20 minutes in. And I wasn't even, because I was so into what Peter was saying that I wasn't really reading comments. And all of them had like lipstick on teeth. So eventually Eric put this in front of my face. And I'm like, yeah, cool. It's so embarrassing. And then when I fixed it, it happened again. It was just like, so no, I'm actually really bad at that. I should be sitting up straight.
I know. I do these all the time, and every time I do it, I'm like adjusting. I mean, I'm not so worried about the questions I'm asking, and like I'm just looking at myself and primping half the time.
I really should be.
Oh, by the way, speaking of L yes or hell no, this necklace, I got to tell you, I'm not even sure if it's my style, if it's working for me, if I can wear this, if I can pull it off. I feel like a lot of guys. Okay, all right.
I love it.
L yes.
Yes,
L
it just adds a really good vibe. I'm into it.
Okay, very good. You're sweet. Let's go back to the game here because I have a few more of these. TikTok. L yes, hell no.
I will say that has been an acquired L yes. It took me a minute.
It sounds like you're reluctant. You're reluctant.
I was very reluctant. At the beginning of TikTok, I was a hard hell no. But I've kind of like grown to like it a little bit. It's pretty funny. you just
Yeah.
gotta find like the TikToks that work for you, and like,
Yeah.
you know, there's the dance ones, there's the comedy ones. So sometimes it takes me a bit of scrolling to find one that I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool, this is funny. And so now I just don't know if it's like, should you invest in TikTok? Should you invest in Reels? Should you do both of them?
Yeah.
It's like, it's going to be interesting to see which one takes off. So I'm trying to do both of them right now, but you know.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Thing.
All right. How about day drinking? Is that a hell yes, hell no?
You know, I mean, it depends. I'm usually hell no. I'm day drinking just because it's like, I would rather eat incredible food than like get drunk in the middle of the day. I mean, it depends. Sometimes, like, if I'm with a bunch of girlfriends and we're like on a boat or something, it's fun. The odd time, or for the beach maybe. But usually, I'm a hell no on that one.
Yeah, I feel like it makes me tired too. Like if you day drink, you're tired by like 5 in the afternoon. It's like
exactly.
okay, now
And then it's
now
like,
you don't have a night.
Exactly. So true.
Public PDA. Public PDA. What do you think?
I mean, I know that this is like qualifying. I'm usually a hell no, because like PDAs, if it's especially like a lot, I'm just like, I mean, it doesn't need to be that. But if it's like putting a hand on a knee or like kissing on the cheek or something, is that a PDA?
I think it can be. It depends on where it's at, right? I mean, if you're
I am a huge fan of small PDAs. So I'm a huge L yes for small PDAs. Like cute, like kiss on the cheek, like holding hands, like hand on the knee. I love that stuff. But like anything more than that, no.
Yeah.
That can be somewhere.
Let's go a little further there. How about skinny dipping? Is that an L yes or hell no?
Wow, we're really getting into it.
Well, I mean, come on.
No, it's good. It's good. It's really good. Typically, I'd say hell no.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like,
yeah.
If I was by myself with my guy and my person, and we like found a random waterfall, and we were by ourselves, maybe. I mean, it sounds kind of interesting. Is this revealing too much about me?
It's all circumstantial to me too. Like it's
so
all about the moment.
I am normally hell no in that category, but if you're like alone with your person, maybe in like the middle of a rainforest.
I love this next one here again.
For miles.
Right. Just do it for the photo.
In that situation, but I'm just saying.
Do it for the gram. All right, next one here. Hell yes or hell no. Hotel alias name. Do you check into hotels with like a different name?
Hell yes. Absolutely.
Okay. I won't ask what the name is, but I have a way to come up with a name if anyone watching right now wants to create their own hotel alias name. It's very simple.
Please, let's learn this.
Your favorite, depending on your gender, favorite actress or actor's name, first name. Favorite actress. The second is your favorite ice cream topping. So, ice cream topping. So, like for example, I'm gonna go with actress here. Mine would be Reese Sprinkles. Reese Sprinkles.
Reese Sprinkles. That's amazing.
What would yours be?
I mean, let's go with like Julia Chocolate.
Okay.
It's great.
That may have been the
Nobody's
worst.
Gonna guess that. They're gonna look at that and be like, "That is totally a real person."
That doesn't seem obvious at all.
Yeah.
It's all. Yeah. Scarlet Sprinkles is also my stripper
Scarlet
name,
Sprinkles. That's a good one.
That would work.
That's a good one. Courtney Cherry. We
yes.
all day.
Okay. Meditation apps. I know you're a person who's very grounded, spiritual, and you know your center. You know who you are. Have you tried any of those meditation apps? I wonder about those.
Yeah, I have tried a lot of them, and I think they're an amazing way to start meditating if you haven't done it a lot. I know I've used a lot of them. I've recommended a lot of my friends to use a lot of them. It's like a really good entry into, I can't meditate, my mind moves too fast, because I'm like, That's the point. This is the point why meditation's so amazing and so wonderful. And so sometimes those apps, you got to find which ones work for you because they all have different, you know, stances and different methods of going about it. But I think they're really, really great to sort of like scratching the surface to, you know, getting bit by the bug.
Okay. And one step further again with this, how about dating apps? Again, as a single gal, yes or no?
I'm going to go hell no with that one. I was on Raya.
Is that the one for famous people?
Well, okay, that sounds so pretentious, and I hate that. But
No, there's like one for like celebrity types. And
gosh, he's never going to let that down.
Okay.
But it's not. It like started out as you needed a verified Instagram page or something, but now it's just like anybody can get on it. But I just don't do well with swiping and
I don't
like,
write that down. I don't do well with swiping.
I don't do well with swiping. No, I was gonna say I don't do well with like making my decision based on a picture.
Right.
Like, yes, you want to be attracted to somebody for sure, but I really want to know their personality. And you can't really tell that from the way somebody answers 2 questions and their picture.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, I find I just waste my time on dating apps.
Yeah. Did you ever read the descriptions? Do you ever think, okay, well, maybe because of the description? Does that even like catch your eye?
Sometimes you can get like a glimpse at someone's personality from the description. Like you can tell if they're funny or if they're smart or whatever. But also sometimes that can be like a major, like, what's the word for it? Not turn off, but like distraction to who they actually are. Like sometimes somebody can answer those questions really cleverly. I can't talk. Cody, this is like hour 17. Sometimes somebody can answer those questions like really insightfully, and then you actually meet them and you're like, I mean, you're nothing like your answers to your questions.
Right.
True.
I love
and someone else could fill it out. How many of us have friends make dating profiles for us that like sound so extravagant? I mean, for one point, I had a few friends make dating profiles for me, and like I would have never said that stuff. It's like, you know, I'm a hell no with dating apps.
All right. Last but not least here, staying up 24 hours to live stream. Hell yes or hell no?
We're gonna go, oh yes. I'm crazy. I do not know why I agreed to this. Even yesterday, I was just like, Lindsay, what is wrong with you? Why do you do this to yourself? But it's so fun. I feel so loved. I mean, Cody, there are so many fans who have been with me these full 17 hours, and it is ridiculous. I have the best fans in the world, and the best friends in the world, like yourself, helping me get through this time. Like, I'm just so grateful.
Well, the album is amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for bringing us Heart Theory, and I hope it's huge. You have a great weekend. Number one. And let me know if you need anything. And thanks for inviting me to be part of your stream today. It's been fun.
Gosh, you were always welcome. Thank you and Trey for being just such dear friends. I love you guys, and I hope I can come hang out with you and Teddy soon.
Yes, we'll make a date.
Done.
How do I swipe right? How do I swipe right on that idea? Is it left?
I mean,
I don't even know.
I don't know. We'll go like this. Got it.
All right. We'll see you later. Thanks, everybody. See ya.
Thanks,
Y'all take care.
Cody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to get off this, so.
It's fine. I got you. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, yes. Hell
It was a
no.
great game.
Keep your eye peeled for Judge Amy.
Trey says yes, please. Guys, this is the New York portion of the time zone honoring 24-hour live throughout the world. And our VP of marketing at the label is just such an incredible human. She has been such a huge advocate to my team and my life. And she is just a ray of sunshine wherever she goes. And she is in New York right now. And she's in the middle of Times Square right now. And we have a billboard in Times Square. And so we are going to go live with Joe. Joe Jamie is in New York. Joe!
Yay!
Look at you. You look beautiful. Oh my
You
God.
look beautiful. Are you kidding me?
Your mask is coordinated.
friend
Look
Celia.
at, oh my gosh. Hi.
wanted to
Kurt
say hi.
Bardella. Joe Jamie is a rock star. Yes, Joe Jamie is more of a rock star than either of us are.
Yeah, hello, you're on what, like hour 17 now or something? Are you kidding me?
All of
So
these
proud
fans
of you.
know you and love you. Eddie's saying hi.
Oh, hi you guys. I'm so proud of you, Linz. I love you so much. Oh my God.
Thank you. I love you so much. How's New York?
Did you hear? Like, it's New York. It's still New York, you know, like, obviously things are a little bit different, but, you know, the spirit is still here, and I think people are, like, really, you know, excited to be outside. Like, all the outdoor dining is really cool, and they've gotten it right here. Like, we rode the subway up to Times Square, and everybody's distanced and wearing their masks, and they just are being so respectful of each other, and it's so awesome. But I'm in Times Square because, you know, I'm going to show you something, right?
I'm so excited.
I know, so I'm right close to it, and we're just waiting. I have goosebumps, actually, just thinking about it. So we're trying to, like, get it timed because it kind of rotates. So
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, normal street weeks, Joe and I would be in New York, running around doing so much press. And so it's just magical that she is in New York right now and she can be there in person to actually see this billboard. It was like it was meant to be. And Joe, I'm just so proud of you because this year has just been full of so many unpredictable things. And the fact that you have taken this time to be like, no, I'm going to go to New York. She's safely quarantined and now is able to hang out in one of her favorite cities. I'm just so proud of you. I think it's awesome.
you know, I feel like we have to, you know, grasp life. I
Yeah,
really do.
we really
have
do.
to be safe, and everybody has, you know, how they feel comfortable doing it. But for me, like, part of my heart is New York, and not being here was just, like, killing me. So it has been, I'm here for another 2 or 3 weeks, and, you know, I'll probably come back. Like, I just have to be back for it. I'm just so excited to be here, and I wish you were here, though. We would be
I
running around
know.
together. What was that day? We literally did, what was it, like 18 hours almost or something? Because we
Yeah.
started with Today Show.
We
and then
started
we
with
went
today's
all
show
the way.
at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and then went through all of the press we could possibly imagine. And then I remember me and Joe and Ryan, and we were sitting around this conference table,
Yep.
and we were cutting liners. And I was so delirious. It was midnight
We
at
were
that point. So
crying.
we've been running
Like, we were
all day.
laughing and crying.
We were laughing so hard because we were deliriously crying. I mean, this has just been a pattern with, I guess, album release weeks. I'm just used to not getting sleep and doing these like marathons. Maybe it's why I felt like I wanted to do this 24-hour live.
Yeah. Did you do the 24-hour live on Broadway, like, the night, like, before? I'm trying to remember when that was, because that was, when was it? That same week, or what was
It
that?
was,
can't
so
remember.
I did that for the release of By the Way. So that was a single
That's
5 years
right.
ago.
That's right. Okay.
And it was like a day in October when it was, the weather was awful and
It was
Nashville
raining.
was like rainy and cold.
Yep.
And like I had like scarves wrapped around and my hair was like
Yeah.
frizzy and ugly, and Joe was the sweetest ever. She literally came down to bring me chicken and green tea, and she was
No,
like,
I had to
"Keep
be
it."
like, Lindsay, like, have you eaten? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm like, no. And then you wouldn't even tell me what you wanted. So I just went down to like Hard Rock or somewhere over there, and I ordered like what I figured you would want. Like,
And
grilled
yeah, when I
chicken
had
and a grilled
5-minute
chicken.
break every hour, she was like, "Here you go, put this in your mouth."
I think I actually was like feeding you, like, behind the tent.
You were. Because at that point, I was just like, I don't know what my name is anymore.
I'm so proud of you. Like, you do what you say you're going to do, and you commit to it. And clearly, I've been watching all day. There have been at least 200 people the entire time watching.
The entire time. Joe,
Even when you were
everybody
doing your
in
hair,
here
there were 200 people watching you do your hair.
is crazy. I know. Like, doing my hair, talking about nothing. I have the best fans on the planet. The fact that they're all here and have been here for the long run, it's just
I
crazy.
miss them so much. Like, I can't wait till we get to go see them again and
Me too.
be at shows. Like, ugh, they're why we get to do what all of us do. Like, thank you guys, because like,
Honestly.
my dream is living out Lindsay's dream, and if it wasn't for you guys, like, I wouldn't have a job. So, like, thank you guys so much too.
I know. And Betsy's in here too. Hi, Betsy.
Betsy! Oh my god!
It's like the
I
whole
love you,
family's
Betsy.
together virtually.
Or the Blantourage is together.
The Blantourage. Oh my gosh, yeah, Betsy and Meg Ryan, Joe and I also during the project, we'll tell them this little story. We were in LA and it was a few days before we were playing Kimmel.
Oh yeah.
And so we were staying at like our favorite spot, our favorite hotel to stay at in LA, and we went to the Olive Garden to have dinner.
Scampi, yeah.
And so we went and had shrimp scampi, and then we all got spray tans because of course, you know, blonde girls in LA, what do you need to do? So we went for a scampi and a spray.
Scampi and a
And
spray.
then we got invited to go see Kimmel that night, like to go see the tapings the night before. We were going to be on the next day. I was sitting in with the band. It was so exciting. It was the first time I was on Kimmel. And Joe was talking to the booker, like Mac, we love him to death. And he was like, hey, do you guys want to come down and hang out and come see the show and like sort of scope it out? And Joe was just so honest. And she was like, no, we have Scampi and a spray booked.
Yeah, we have a spray tan that we have to go to.
Yes.
We're not going to be able
No, instead of hanging out at Kimmel and getting to go see the lay of the land and plan for tomorrow, no, we have to get spray tans and eat our shrimp scampi.
And wasn't it the next night that we hung out with DJ Khaled?
Yes. So then we
So
played
fun.
Kimmel and we crashed DJ Khaled's album
Hey,
release
Lynn,
party.
I'm going to turn this around right now so you can see this.
Okay.
Oh, just give it a second.
My
Just
goodness.
give it a second.
Guys, this is like a dream come true moment. Look at that! Guys, we are in Times Square! What is
Oh my
happening?
God, I'm so proud of you.
I have chills on my whole body.
Literally,
Joe, I
like-
wish I could be there with you.
Like I have chills on my legs right now. When we walked in, I know, same. I text Chip and I was like, I'm so proud of you.
That's amazing.
So proud of you so much, and your band and Jess and Dream Team. Love you. I love you so much. Like you're the best.
Joe,
Hardest
I love
working
you so much. Thank you for being part of my team and just like a sister to me. And you have been like standing by my side from the beginning when I got signed and got given my record deal. And it's just so incredible to walk this journey with you.
And you've been standing by my side, so I love you so much. I can't wait for you to get to sleep. I'll send you the picture. I took a picture too, so you'll have it.
I love
you
it.
so much. Love you guys. Love Chip.
Love you so much.
Everybody.
Thank you for coming on this live. Enjoy New York so much. Go eat a nice dinner.
Yes,
for
we're going
me.
to. Yes.
So
We love you.
Yeah, go get a scampi somewhere.
Get me on the spray. We love
Yeah.
you. Bye, babe.
Love you, Joe.
Love you.
Mwah. Bye. Guys, that was so awesome. We're in Times Square. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. I am a little emotional. That was really awesome. I'm going to take a bit of a breather and just gather myself together, and then we'll be back at the top of the hour. It's cocktail hour. We're actually going to be making some drinks and making some cacao, probably. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging with me. I cannot believe there's still 200 people. You guys are insane and crazy, and I love you. And yeah, guys, we're in Times Square. What is happening? Okay, I will see you in like 5.